Hey everybody, how's it going? Viewers of this channel know I get out and I do a lot of hiking. So I thought I would take a few minutes and make a video going over what I take with me when I'm out in the backcountry hiking with the dogs. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about are shoes. Shoes are very important, as are socks. So for years I would hike with a pair of Danner Super Hiker 2s. These are more of an old-fashioned style boot. They've got a full grain leather upper, Vibram lug soles, Norwegian welt stitching, and they're very comfortable, particularly for backpacking. But I wanted to go for something a little bit lighter, so I've been wearing these Keens for a number of years. These have been a pretty good shoe. For insoles in all of my shoes, I have been using the Superfeet insoles, the green colored ones. You can pick them up at various stores. Recently, I picked up a pair of these Hoka Speed Goat 5s, and so far these have been probably the most comfortable shoe I've ever worn. They're incredibly light and springy and very comfortable on my feet. Now, as far as socks, I have these Darn Toughs. These are their hiking socks. They make another version of them that are a little bit lower, just over the ankle, that I prefer in the summertime when I need to be cooler. I really like these socks a lot. They last and last and last. Aside from footwear, clothing, of course, is very important. So typically I wear cotton t-shirts, and I have a black hoodie that I wear. This is, I believe, an Eddie Bauer. Probably got it at Costco. It's been very comfortable. It's not super high performance or anything, but I'm just going out on day hikes, and it's always nice to have one of these along if it gets a little too cool. I have a hood I can put on. If it's too warm, of course, I can take it off, put it in the pack. Works out really good. As far as pants go, I really like the Cool Revolvers. These are a pretty thin material. They have a gusseted crotch, and they're really comfortable to move around in. The material that they're made of is really lightweight, dries quickly, which is pretty important if you happen to get it wet, and it's pretty durable. So I've been a big fan of that. In the summertime, I have a pair of the shorts, which are basically the same thing but in a shorts version. They make a convertible pants shorts mix, and those are also really good. I have some friends that really swear by them. I usually bring some kind of a warm hat or my cap. I always bring sunglasses. These here are polarized, but any kind of sunglasses that have good UV protection are what you're going to want. Now, I usually bring something to clean the glasses with, a case to put them in. Some of the other stuff that I bring with me is I will bring some sort of a fleece jacket. This is a Mountain Hardwear lightweight fleece. I also have a rain shell. This is just a thin Patagonia rain shell. It's very lightweight and compact, and it's great in the summertime if you need to get out of the wind or the rain. I also bring gloves in case it gets cold out there. I've got these thin liners and then these thicker gloves that I can put on top. And I have a pair of these Black Diamond telescopic hiking poles. When I'm filming, I don't use these or bring them along because I usually have the camera that I'm dealing with. But when I'm just out hiking without the camera or I'm not filming, these are really nice to help with stream crossings, with getting over snow fields, with getting around tricky rocks, or walking down slippery, steep trails. So I would definitely recommend some of these. And one of the other things I really like is this pad. You can get a 2-pack of these on Amazon for 12 or 13 bucks. And they are really similar to one of the name brand out there, but they're half as much. And I bought a 2-pack of these for myself and my wife, and they are an absolutely indispensable thing to take out on the trail. They insulate and they pad, and they're pretty lightweight and easily packed in your day pack. Some of the other things I usually bring a Leatherman tool with me. This one here is the Leatherman Signal. I will have more to say about this tool in another video coming up here. I've had it now for about a year and a half, and I've got a few comments about it. So this is always in my pack. Now, sometimes I get out in the evening, I hike up, it gets dark because I want to sit up there and see the sunsets. So I always bring a headlamp along. This is my old tried and true Petzl. I'm not exactly sure what the model is, but it's a few years old, but it's always worked out really good. Recently though, I got my hands on one of these Semblessa headlamps. I'll have more to say about the Semblessa headlamp in another video coming up in the next few weeks. But whichever one you have, you definitely want to have some kind of a light source with you, just in case you're coming down from a long hike and it gets dark. Of course, all of us have to bring toilet paper, so I usually bring toilet paper, and I bring some paper towels too, just in case I got to clean up the dogs. And then I bring an extra plastic bag to put any used toilet paper or paper towels in to pack them out. You really don't want to be leaving that stuff out in the backcountry. Animals will get into it and it ends up getting all over the place, and it does not break down that quickly. So as far as things to carry water in, recently I purchased one of these Hydro flasks. I like this a lot. My only complaint is these things, you don't want to drop them. I had an unfortunate accident a couple weeks ago when this was full of water and it rolled out of my truck and landed on concrete. So other than that, this has been a really good flask. For the dogs, I usually bring this container of water right here. And if I'm going to be on a long hike, I have a few more plastic containers that I will fill with water and bring along. And of course, if I'm going to be on a really long hike, I will bring a water filter. I have one of those little Sawyer drip filters, which I do not have with me right now, but they're pretty inexpensive. You can get them a lot of different places. I have one of these Sea to Summit collapsible bowls that I bring to put the dog water in. These are nice, compact, lightweight, fits in the pack just fine. And all of this goes in this pack. This is an Osprey Stratos 36. I bought this pack back in 2018, so I've had it for close to 6 years now, and it has been one of the most comfortable packs I've ever had. The one thing I really like about it more than anything else is this mesh back that actually keeps the pack itself separate from your back, so you get airflow back there and you can stay a lot cooler, particularly when hiking in hot weather. One of the other things I like about this pack is it's big enough that I can take it on an overnight hike if I'm going to be staying in a cabin or something like that. So it's been good for that. The other thing I really like about it is these come with their own rain fly and a little pouch right down here. Open it up, got this nice rain fly in here, so if you happen to be in a rainstorm and you want to keep your pack and everything in it dry, you can put that over it and it works out really well. There are a lot of good packs out there, but my favorite has been this Osprey so far. It's been very comfortable. I also have a first aid kit that I bring that I neglected to put in here because I'm just going for a short day hike today. And I also like to throw a couple of dog leashes in there just in case Doug and Raven get a little rambunctious. And I also have All Trails installed on my phone. It's a very good app. I really like it a lot. It's not very expensive and they cover all sorts of trails all over the world. So those are the basic things that I bring with me when I go out. If you would like to know more about any of the gear that I use, I will be putting links in the description below the video. And if you decide you want to buy any of these things, if you use those links, that will generate a small amount of income for the channel that then translates into gas to go places, food, etc., etc. Well, I hope you found this video informative. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up. And if you like this video and you would like to see more videos about hiking and camping out on America's public lands, consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and you can join us next time for another adventure. We'll see everybody then.